How this whole thing started was just kind of a thought, and we started it out. We had a thing called the Warrior Rally, and we had such a good time up here, and we kind of had a little tournament where it's just prizes and no money, whatever. And as we were getting ready for the next year, I think it was my dad, he's like, hey, why don't we do a tournament? Wouldn't be that hard to put it on. So that's what we did. We put on a tournament, you know, a few days before the event. On August 8th, 2016, my dad David passed away, and you know, my life was changed forever, and many people's were. Chuck called me up and he's like, we got to cancel it. We just can't do this. And I told Chuck, I said, there's no way we can cancel this event. There's no way he'd want this canceled. I mean, he lived to fish. I mean, fishing was his number one passion, and he was an absolute beast at it. So we went on, we're gonna carry on with the event. It was gonna be the first annual Warrior Boat Shootout. At that time, Brett King, good friend of ours, he ran a Warrior, and he actually came to Chuck and said, you know, let's name this thing the David A. Memorial Shootout. So that was the first shootout, 2016. We had 38 boats in that event, I want to say it was. And man, has it grown. It's grown every year. The family's grown every year, you know, but the meaning of the event is still there. A memorial to my father. It's a Warrior get-together. The fishing's definitely the key to it, but it's so much more than that. Camaraderie, the fellowship, the family. A lot of these people you only see once a year, and there has been a ton of friendships made up here over the years, and they just continually grow. And as this event grows and everybody gets closer, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I mean, I just can't thank everybody enough.
Oh my gosh, hey, look who's here. Chad Bleeker from Forever Barnwood.
Hey Larry, how
oh
you
my
doing?
Gosh, you know what? Hey,
Yeah, fancy meeting you up
I'll
here.
give you 10 grand for this dog.
45.
45 grand?
Yep, that's my bid.
Well, I don't have it on me, but I'll take it. I love Ruby. Ruby loves me, you know that. What's it gonna take to win this thing? Tell me.
You know, it's gonna be over 50 pounds to win
Holy
this.
cats, there certainly
Caught
is.
2 today. I just needed 3 more.
You want to tell everybody where you were?
Yeah, I was right out there.
All I got to do is come up with about another 45 grand in your mind.
Yep.
Hey, let's check out and see what Kent Andersen's got going here. I'll tell you what, this is a big event, and let's see what he's got going. Look at all these people here. Everybody's jacked up. Tell me what you got going.
We got the 9th annual David A. Andersen Memorial Walleye Shootout going on. That's what it is.
What's your favorite part about this shootout?
The Warrior family.
Tomorrow, we're going to fish one of the best walleye fisheries in the country with the best family that there is when it comes to fishing, our Warrior family.
First off, I want to give a huge thank you, because if it wasn't for you, this event wouldn't happen. Larry, you got anything you want to say?
I always have something I want to say, I can tell you that. It is very exciting to see how this family keeps growing. I owe everything to everybody in this building here, so hey, good luck tomorrow. Thank you. Hey, you come on back here. You always do such a great job.
Oh, right. You sucker up again.
Right.
Larry's Meats, finest meats
How
in
about
town.
Leroy's Meats?
Leroy's Meats, best meat in town. Grab one. Hang on to it.
Don't grab my meat. I feel threatened by my job with him every time he speaks.
Nothing better than a hot Leroy's meat on the grill on a Friday night, boys. Good. No problem. Everything else I don't know. Cut.
Nice weather after 2 blow days. Let's go get them.
When the sun kind of hits the horizon, it's going to be incredible to see 150 some warriors in the water at the same time taking off. Everybody's going to catch fish, so it'll be fun.
It's going good. It's going to be a beautiful morning this morning. Pretty cool with the turnout this year.
Anytime you get to go play on Lake of the Woods is awesome, and today it's going to be calm, so it's going to be way more fun. Hopefully they bite, and if they don't, we're just going to keep throwing at them. So.
It's a beautiful day here up in Baudette, Minnesota. We're getting ready for our launch here for the Warrior Shootout, Dave Andersen Classic. Having a good time, folks. Take care.
boats to go, and we're putting boats in, ready to rock. There's 155 Warrior boats here today.
Good look. Oh, the baby. Good.
Ruby, don't be a traitor.
It is just an emotional thing in the morning watching all those boats take off. Words can't describe it. You know, here we are, this small little Minnesota boat company. We bring all these people back to Minnesota. We bring them up to northern Minnesota. We come up here, we do a tournament with 155 boats. I've heard no one complaining. I've heard everything went smooth. Everybody's here to help everybody, and that's the Warrior family.
Yeah, my name is Mike Locker, fishing partner is Kevin Paul. This is probably the 4th time he's been with me. I think I've fished it 7, 8, 9, something like that. 8 at least, I think, yeah. Well, it's a beautiful place to fish, and then, you know, for me, I know a lot of Warrior people, so it's the only time of the year I see them is up here. So it's kind of an important trip, really, when you know, I know a lot of old fishermen, and it's nice to see them once a year. Well, I go back to Warrior since Tom Latour owned them. The ride, the fit and finish, the fact that they're built in Minnesota and by Americans, and that means a lot to me. You know, it's nice to see in the boat industry that we still have that. It's been really cool to watch these guys take this boat company to where it's at today. I mean, these were just a bunch of farmers and carpenters that bought a boat company, and they grew it to what it is today, some of the most beautiful boats on the water. Pretty innovative coming out of that Warrior plant, I think, you know, and building good product.
We're looking for 28-inch saugers today.
Nice one. Is life treating you good?
Oh, it's fantastic compared to what we've had the last few days.
I'm loving this.
You can't pick much better.
Nope.
I'm Clint Walters.
I'm Chris Walters.
We're from Walker, Minnesota, Leech Lake area. Well, this is my very long-time brother. Can't seem to get rid of him. So my father and my other brother, there's 3 of us brothers. He's in the boat over there, fishing out here in the Warrior tournament. Oh, I've been fishing since before I could even walk. I have pictures of me with a swollen face because my dad took me out in the boat and I got eaten alive by mosquitoes before I could even walk. We're part of we got our little family, and we come up here and we join the big family. I have owned a Warrior boat for 15 years now, and it was actually the first boat I've ever owned. Probably the last brand I'll ever buy. Not only do you get a boat, you get a family to go with it. The ride quality in these boats, like bar none, is the best. We can come out here and pound 4-foot waves and no problem at all. I currently have 2 Warrior boats because I just purchased this one not too long ago and haven't had the heart to sell my first one yet. The Warrior Event Shootout is probably one of the most fun tournaments you can ever come and do. I've fished a lot of other tournaments and they're competitive and fun and all, but you come up here, have a great family, and everybody just gets along, has fun, and you come out and you have a little friendly competition. You know, you're a family, so you got to compete against your family members. Coming up, meeting everybody, you know, you get to meet some pretty cool people. Just being able to go and shake hands with, you know, the owners of Warrior boats and seeing them and how down to earth everybody is. And, you know, if you have a problem or, you know, something you need to talk about, or, you know, maybe ideas for the future of Warrior boats, you can absolutely just go up and talk to them. They love that. Because it's been so windy the past few days, we haven't been able to sharp shoot with live scope and stuff like that. So most people, including us, are running either lead core lines or dipsy divers, or we have a downrigger with a lead ball on it. Hopefully pretty good here. Yep. There we go. There's another one for the card. This would be the Warrior family.
Has anyone ever told you have a face for radio?
Bruce Chilson, my partner, my girlfriend Dawn Fisher. This is our 2nd year. Took 36th, I believe. We felt like winners when we walked away with all the prizes they gave out. which is this Beckman net we're using this year. A lot along with Wave Pro sweatshirts and more than just a fishing tournament. Yeah, a lot of camaraderie between all the fishermen and the Warrior family. I like the idea that they're a Minnesota company, so if you have a problem, they're easy to reach out to and easy to get the boat to them versus going down to like Arkansas where every other boat's made. We were just live scoping, pitching jigs and crawlers. Doing that, we tried creek chubbing this morning. She's casting and mostly vertical jigging, but mostly casting at fish. So we have 4 in the cards, so we're looking, you know, for a few more bigger ones to put on the card.
Finally on the board. It's been a bit of a struggle this morning, so we'll keep going, see if they get bigger. I joined the Warrior family in 2018 thanks to a good buddy of mine, Al Stanley, convinced me to join the Warrior family, and unfortunately we lost Al a few years ago, but what a blessing it's been as far as joining the family. It was pretty emotional this morning to have over a mile long of Warrior boats all lined up. We got a beautiful day out here. We've got a couple fish on the card, but we're hoping hoping to upgrade those and to fill the card. So this has actually been quite an emotional week for me. Not only are we up here to memorialize and honor David A. Andersen, but unfortunately this week while my son and I are up here fishing, we lost my dad on Monday. So something I'll always have memories of. He was my fishing buddy for many, many years, and to be able to be up here to spend this full week with my son fishing, and we decided we were going to do it in honor of my dad. We'll just keep going.
I'm Matt.
I'm Jenny.
This is a really large tournament, and it's more of a fun tournament where you get to hang out with the guys. Everybody from the Warrior family has been very good to be around. This boat spends more time on Lake of the Woods than it does anywhere. So we don't have a lot of issues with the Warrior, but we did have one issue. One phone call, the boat was there that week, and we picked it back up that week. So, I mean, what else can you say? It breaks and they fix it right away. So we had a couple other little things we asked them to look at, and they did more than what we even asked. We actually got a phone call before we got home that most of the work was already done. It got done, what, 2 days before we were supposed to go pick it up? So we bought our first Warrior because Jen would get sick very, very easily.
I got sick every time we were out in our other boats, and we went out in our 208, and I have never been sick since. So I love that I stay dry. I love that I have space. I love that I don't get sick.
Jen is out fishing me by far today.
My name is Jake Kahi, and my partner's name is Jared Erickson. I call him Jerry for short. I think this is like my 5th or 6th year. Finally got a 2090 in 2019, and I've had a couple more since, and I've been up here trying to do it every single year because it is so fun. I guess I like to tournament fish. I think more so I like to compete. I'm a super competitive person. Fish on the National Walleye Tour on the pro side. I've heard a lot of stories about Dave Andersen, from Kent Adam, Justin Schneider, other pros that I fish against, because Dave was a longtime pro on the NWT and a very, very good one. Pretty cool, some of the records that he still has. And last year when we were lucky enough to win this tournament, it was super special. I thought it was cool that it was out of a 2090 because that's what Dave always ran. 2090s are the baddest tillers out there. There's nothing even close to them, and I think Dave would have been proud that it was out of a 2090. Yeah, it's a life choice to have a boat payment. This is something I love to do and I really have a passion for, and a Warrior boat fits me perfect for everything that I need. Everyone at Warrior who represents what Warrior is like, it's so spot on. It really shows that they care about your boat. There's not a bad looking Warrior out there, and those guys take a lot of pride in what they do. So if I was gonna buy a boat, that's exactly who I would wanna buy one from. So today we started out really slow this morning. We had fish that, you know, wouldn't commit, some right ones, but we have a couple over 30 inches right now, and we're looking to get rid of a couple 23 inchers to see if we can put something together, so. Jig out the front here. Not what we need, but it'll be an upgrade from what we got on the card, so it'll help out a little bit. Not long, too fat. So, good Lake of the Woods walleye though.
I was able to go ice fishing with Kent and Dave back in the day too. If I remember right, Dave outfished Kent at least 3-1, but I know that's not super hard to do. But I think Dave would be pretty proud of the direction Warriors went because of Kent.
Oh, I didn't have my drake set. It's way out there too. I don't like that. Nice job, chased her down. That's gonna help the boys.
Need a 26 even.
I don't know if that's an upgrade. Really? Kind of fat.
That's some pretty impressive fishing, you know, and really when you see something like that, at least from my own personal self, it makes me want to strive to be better, right? You can always be better. That's a true professional right there.
High points of the summer is coming up here to the Warrior event up here on Lake of the Woods. Is everyone's, very like-minded. People that we would hang out with, regardless of what kind of boat we're in or anything like that. It is a very family-like deal with everybody that owns a Warrior boat. My favorite Warrior experience was actually immediately when I became part of the Warrior family. We wanted to test it on one of the biggest lakes. We go out on Lake Erie, it's blowing that day, 5+ foot waves. And the first wave I hit, I knew that I would never be in another boat for the rest of my life.
Hey everybody, we're up at the Wigwam here and we got Melanie from Towboat US. Why did you guys decide to partner up with our Warrior event?
Yeah, well, this is a group of people that we help, AAA for the water basically.
For the year, what does it cost?
$109 a year.
$109?
Yes,
that's
for
it?
unlimited towing. If you need gas, if you need us to jump a battery, we're there 24/7 to help you.
Let's start this off by giving a big round of applause to Wigwam for that fish fry and everything they do. Alrighty, in second place. Wow. Then they had a 30-incher for 11.33. That wasn't good enough. For a total of 49.09 pounds, Jake Kahi and Jared Erickson. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Good work.
So I set the bar at I have to beat Kent and Adam. Like that's the mark, and they got that from Dave. So thanks, Dave, for that. And I think you'd be pretty proud of everyone out there today. So
let's just say this. There was more than one record broke today. Not only number of boats, but winning weight. Then they got a monster. 31 3/4 for 13.56 pounds. And they finished out their day for a record-setting weight of 55.76 pounds. Keith Hagedorn and Chris Messerschmidt.
Everybody put your glasses up for Dave. Obviously this is for Dave, right? I've never gotten a fish over 30 in all my years of tournament fishing. Got a 30 and a half and a 31, so I was super jacked about that. And then at the end of the day, like 230, cracked a 28 and a half, so that was a lot of fun.
First tournament I ever won.
And let's make this thing even bigger. Thank you all. We didn't only set one record here this weekend, we set 2 records. About 155 boats, which I think we can do a little better yet. And also, largest weight to win this event ever.
That's crazy. What was it?
55 and change.
Look at, we have over 300 people here. They're happy as could be.
You guys, like we do each and every week, we want to thank all of our military men and women for the great service they have given this country and continue to give this country, along with all of our firefighters and paramedics, and no doubt all of our law enforcement agents. It is a great day to be alive. Kent, Andersen,
Larry.
Chuck
Larry,
Barth,
thanks, having you around.
thank you guys.
Mark and Tina at Wigwam, man, they open up this resort and basically let us wheel in and take it over. Can't thank the guys at the shop enough for putting together the greatest boats out there, the awesomest dealer network there is, and then to top it off, the great sponsors and the great customers and family we have. It just, the whole thing wraps together, and I really feel we got room to grow.